Good morning, you two, and welcome to your final math lesson of remote learning. Today we are going to be recognising unit fractions. So, to be successful, we need to know that unit fractions always have 1 as a numerator. And we need to know that when finding a unit fraction, we need to find one equal part. Have a look at this picture of fractions. Pause the video and have a think about what is the same and what is different about each bar model. What did you notice, Year 2? What's the same about each bar model? That's right. One part is shaded in each bar model. What's different about each bar model? Well done, the number of parts. The first bar model has 2 parts. The second bar model has 3 parts. And the third bar model has 4 parts. All of these bar models show unit fractions because they all have one equal part shaded out of the whole. So let's learn a little bit more about unit fractions. A unit fraction is one equal part of a whole. The numerator, which is the top number, will always be 1 when looking at unit fractions. The denominator, which is the bottom number, represents the number of parts that a shape or quantity is split into. Oh, I've made a spelling error there. Let's just cross that O out. There we go. So have a look at my pictures here. What fraction is shaded in each diagram? Let's look at the first shape. Write on your board or your piece of paper the unit fraction for that triangle. It's 1/2. One part is shaded out of 2 parts altogether. Write the unit fraction for question 2. One part is shaded out of 4 parts altogether, so 1/4. And what about number 3? It's 1/4 again because one part is shaded out of 4 parts altogether. Look at these pictures of unit fractions. We need to match up the pictures to their unit fractions A, B or C. Let's look at the flowers first of all. What unit fraction is shown in the picture? A, B or C? Tell the screen now. Well done. 1/3 is circled because one part is shaded or circled, out of 3 parts all together. 1, 2 and 3. What about the pairs? What unit fraction does the pairs show? A 1/4, B 1/3 or C 1/2? Tell the screen now. It's 1/2 because one part is shaded out of 2 parts altogether. And what about the third picture of the apples? What unit fraction is shown this time? Is it A 1/4, B 1/3 or C 1/2? Tell the screen now. Brilliant, it's 1/4 because one part is circled out of 4 parts altogether. fraction of each shape is shaded? Let's look at circle A. How many parts are shaded? 1. That's our numerator. How many parts altogether? 2. That's our denominator, so we write that as half. Can you write on your board or your piece of paper what fraction of the shape B is shaded? So we should have 1/3 because this shape is split into 3 parts. Write on your board or piece of paper what fraction of shape C is shaded. One quarter because 1 part is shaded out of 4 parts altogether. James is looking at these unit fractions of shapes. He says, when the denominator gets larger, the fraction gets smaller. Do you agree? Explain why using the shapes. So pause the video here, Year 2, and have a think to yourself. Do you agree with what James is saying? When the denominator gets larger, does the fraction get smaller? Pause here and come back when you're ready. Hands up who thinks James is correct and you agree with him. Okay, hands down. Who disagrees? Interesting. Let's look at the shapes. We've got half over here, which has the smallest denominator but the biggest fraction. And we have a quarter at the end, which has the biggest denominator but the smallest fraction. So I agree with James. Because a quarter has the biggest denominator but the smallest fraction. Okay, here I have reasoned my answer using the pictures to support what I'm trying to explain. Let me show you what work you're doing today. Now, when I printed this out for the children at school yesterday, what happened was when I printed it out, the sheet was all a little bit misaligned and it was very large on the paper. So it cut off a lot of the sheet. So what I've done for you, Year 2, is I've screenshot that sheet and made a different PDF file. So this one should print out perfectly because I have made a new file. Once you have answered your questions, if you are in need of a challenge, there are the mastery cards that you can complete. You don't have to do all of them, just pick 1 or 2 maybe and have a go. And if you want to have a look at the answers, I've included the answer sheet as well if you're not sure on how to answer the question. So enjoy your day, enjoy your last day of home learning. We are so looking forward to seeing you all on Monday. And yeah, can't wait to see you all. Have a lovely weekend, you two. Bye.